Alright, hello all. It's a brave little toaster. We're going to do the Mammoth build, or attempt to. If you've seen past videos, I have a pretty good Mammoth. I'll just bring this Mammoth over to that Mammoth and you can compare them. Do a little side by side. Alright. Can he run? Kind of. Alright, so this is what you start out with. Not really. There wouldn't be that column and fence foundation. That is my Mammoth. I don't even know whose Mammoth this is. But it will... I think it's Prime's. I don't know. It'll do for this video. Alright, so you have to buy the platform saddle, or somebody probably in your server has the platform saddle already. And yeah, that's the only way to get it. Alright, so what you're looking for here is you want it as far over as you can get it. It needs to be square with the world, and you need it forward. Alright? Why isn't it working? There we go. Alright, so you need it square and forward, and it still isn't working with this. Oh, that is so frustrating. Alright, so the reason why it has to be as far over as humanly possible is this right here. You need to span the Mammoth. If you want a small box, go with 4 foundations. If you want a slightly bigger box, you know, you can expand from there. That is so frustrating. It's probably because I didn't have it square enough in the beginning. Yeah, it's just a little out of square here. Would be my guess, and it's definitely going to throw everything off, and I can't see because my shield's in the way. You shouldn't do this. What you should do is actually delete every single block and start over. This build is incredibly frustrating. That's probably why you don't see it so much. And to do a good Mammoth is, I mean, you can spend hours just deleting and rebuilding and deleting and rebuilding. That's why I highly recommend you start with either thatch or wood, because you'll want to pull your hair out. It is absolutely horrible. So you need it far enough forward because you got to cover his head. Don't fall off your Mammoth. You got to cover his head. If you want to drop them down, you can do it. See, and now I'm not far enough over, so there's no snap point. On this Mammoth, I dropped them down through the platform. Door open. There you go. Through the platform. It gets it that much closer to the ground, making it almost impossible. On this guy here, this isn't even my Mammoth. I'm just doing it because somebody asked how to build the Mammoth, and there's really not many videos on it because not a lot of people really do the Mammoth build or want to do the Mammoth build. If you want to drop them down, it's the same as everything else. I don't know. I think that if you didn't drop them down, it's kind of vulnerable. Somebody can shoot its feet. But if you did drop them down, good luck killing the Mammoth. Like, they better be online and see for him. I've been having a lot of issues with just it glitching and not letting me drop anything down. Then I have to get on, move the mammoth around, and then, yeah, there we go. Now it'll let me drop it. The hard part about the mammoth is you just don't know. Like, I don't know if... No, that's not what I want. If it's in the right place until way later in the build, right? So right now I placed 3 out of the 4. And if I could place 1 right here, we would be good. But the hard part is knowing where to put everything to line all of this up to where it will be even and allow me... You see how it's just slightly off there? How you don't see the front here, but the back is hugging a lot closer. I was just that far out of square, and now I can't place this last one, and you have to delete it and start over. So for the sake of time and the video, we will fly. I'm going to cheat and use God mode. I'm also not going to worry about dropping my foundations down. If it was a tribe member that asked for a mammoth and I knew we were going to use it, I might struggle through it, but unlike a boat, this is by far the most frustrating build you will ever do to get it perfectly right. So anyway, you need 4 foundations to make the smallest box possible. You're going to need a crap ton of ceilings, just as many as you... And walls, I mean, an absurd amount of walls. All right. So what you're going for, you need it square. So you really need him to quit moving. All right. It might actually even help you to crouch. That way, I'm trying to line up that middle pillar. I think that's good. I don't know. No. I could probably place 3 out of the 4, but not the 4th, so we'll reset and do it again. I always start with wood or thatch, and then there we go. 3. What, I don't have a 4th one? Why don't I have a 4th one? Ah. Now I'm going to get 200. It's alright, I guess. Why not? Alright. So, you need 4 foundations. Perfect. That's actually pretty good. And then you need the ceilings. Okay, now the point is you need to get far enough forward that it is covering his face. And then you can really only go 1 over to the front, or else you won't be able to connect over here. But after you get the 4 foundations, and you go around the entire 4 with a wall of ceilings, or with a row of ceilings, you know, that'd be 4 in front, 4 on each side. And then after the ceilings, you're going to come in with walls, and no matter, even if you drop the foundations through the platform like I did on my Mammoth, I'm looking for a crafting table that I built a bunch of the resources on. Even if you do, you are still going to need Ah, can't carry 30? Perfect. So I reset my points to run some dungeons because this week's dungeon is hard. Oh, of course I have too much weight. You can get rid of the wood after you get... Too many structures nearby? That doesn't even make sense. Let me on my mammoth. Actually, you know what? We'll just take it all. I'll just put it in his inventory. We'll go back over there and build. This is the problem with the bigger builds. I like having the hatch frame. I think I only need 3 of them. Need a bunch of them. Need a bunch of them. This will get me started at least. I'm not sure what I'm going to be running low on, but it'll be a good start. Come on, bud. Run. We have people waiting for this video. The Mammoth build is by far my favorite build in this entire arc. It's kind of exclusive only to mobile. You can't really do it on the computer. Why are you stopping? I like it because it works with C4 and a lot of these wipe servers. It's a huge pain to be able to grind to high enough level to get the rockets to rocket people. Perfect. All right. So, as long as I didn't mess up, I prefer this right square to not be a ceiling. I know I put a ceiling there. I always do. And then I always delete it. I like having a hatch frame. That's hilarious. You lost yours too, huh? Mine disappeared. Took me like 2 days to find it. Alright, so we need a bunch. Why? Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Okay, I'll store you. Store you. Store you. Alright. So, and again, on this build, you go 3 down. I prefer a door to be in the corner. Either there or even right here would be a good place for it. Just depending like which side you favor the most. If you watch, I generally always favor the right side. When I get off of a mount, I go right. It's just what I do. Sometimes I'll put one on the left as well. You don't have to, but 'tis a thing. You can put it wherever you want. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all the way around. Still have plenty, which is good because this takes a lot. And yeah, if I actually got it to drop down like it should, I would probably end up claiming the Mammoth and not allowing people to delete it. But yeah, you just go down 3. Now you can try and jump up on... What'd I do? Transfer that. Still transfer. Let's put 2 in. Said 2. 2. Alright. So you can try and jump up on a foundation or a hill even and see if you can place a fourth one down, that would be good. Because to me, this is too open. I don't like it. Having said that, the only way somebody is going to even shoot your mammoth, even if it's as horrible of a setup and you didn't drop them down as this, is if they put the turrets on the ground. Everybody keeps building all these massive towers and then complaining that these guys are OP. They're only OP because everybody's building up. Nobody thinks to just simply place. I like going up too here. Place a gun on the ground. That's it. That's all you gotta do. When they walk over it, they will get stuck. Or, something as simple as a fence. I know, right? Like, who would have thought putting up a fence? If you notice, I did not do mine in a huge box like this. The reason why I didn't do a huge box was because I like, when I'm out using the Mammoth, hitting people, being a nuisance, they're really, really slow. So I will fly to my Mammoth, and if I'm not in PvP, it'll just ride along. So it just kind of made sense to have a little platform there. It doesn't always make sense. If I was 100% in a PvP situation, I don't know if I'd do that. Another useful tip would be the door is swinging this way, so your hinges is on this side. You can place, ceiling or something here, and put your chest loaded with C4 or something just to kind of hold it on. We will run up a rock and see if we can go another one down. That would be nice. That's the only downside to not dropping your foundation down. So if just moving around a rock fixes that, then there'd be no point in dropping the foundation down. Can we place? Oh, look at that. All right. So yeah, just dance around a rock because oh, that ain't gonna work. I'll have to use the fly command. Boop boop a doop. Come on, let me on. Because when you walk off of the rock, it should be halfway in the ground. Can we go to photo mode? Do you move? Why aren't you moving? There we go. So it being halfway in the ground is fine. That's kind of what you want. You don't want that big gap. That big gap can be achieved by a few different ways. If you were to just add another one, you might actually have to add another series of foundations there, which wouldn't be bad. It would probably be the easiest way to do it. I achieved it simply by dropping my foundations through. This is the platform. You can do it. It is just really annoying. As you can see, I made mine slightly bigger. I went one foundation further back, so there's 3 foundations forward and then 4 across. And I did that just because I could. And again, I got a place to land my bird. Yeah, but it works really well. 10 out of 10.